Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you the best 3D printing / designing software, how to do it and how to use it. So we're going to go to our browser, so preferably Google, and we're going to type in tinkercad. Alright, put in tinkercad.com and it should put you here. So now you're just going to click sign up and personal account. Now I'm going to sign up with Google. Alright, so once you're in, now you're going to go to, also we're doing 3D models, we're not trying to do circuits, I haven't figured out how to use that, but you're going to go into create 3D designs, and then you're going to wait for it to load. Now this screen should appear, and you're going to left click to move around, and right click to do this. Or you can keybind to do otherwise. So now over here we have some simple blocks. So I'm going to start out with a cube, and with the cube you can change its color, and you can make it bigger like that, smaller by clicking all of these. Now if you want to get real technical, then you can do all of this stuff, so that will also work. Now this is a hole, so it's like if you have the block and then you have another one and you make it so you want there to be a hole inside of your object. So put back to hole, and we move it inside like to there, say. When you print it, that there will be a hole right there. So now let's try to figure out how to turn stuff. So up here, there's, if you hover over these two arrows that are kind of curved, if you click on it, and you can do that with, and if you want it to be precise, you can go out here and put however you actually want it, but you can go in here to also do it. So you just have to have your mouse in here or out here. Now there's an easy way to move stuff up and down. So if you click that little cone shape, you can move stuff up and down like that. And finally, there's a lot of shapes that you can have, and you can, if you click basic shapes right there, you can actually get a bunch of other things. So like say I wanted to make a car, there's a bunch of wheels right here. So let's take the wheel, and let's set it right there. And some things you can change the color on, and some things you cannot. But say I wanted to have a wheel right there. And make sure all your stuff is connected to one another. Now, one other cool feature about Tinkercad, which in my opinion I think is the best, is the fact that if you put like a shape on top of another, instead of like how it used to be like a year ago, instead of it just phasing through, most of the time, if you have it like this, drag it out, it'll snap right on, like that. Then you can make a bunch of cool things. And this website is also pretty useful if you're going to try and make like a Roblox game. You can use this site because I made this fountain and this lamp for a cave for some of my Roblox games, and I'm working on something like this. It's supposed to be like a radioactive thing. But you can also change the name of your thing. So if you go up here, it's always going to give you like a random name, but you can change it to whatever. Anyway, so that's the basic thing. Now there's three other things that we can use. So there's sketch, which you can sketch from point A to point B, like that. And if you want a curve, you can go from here. If you want a curve, you can put one thing there, and if you go like that, you have to like hold on to something, and then you let go where you want it to be. You can curve like that. And then once you make it a full shape, you can click finish sketch, And right there is a thing. So if we move it up a little bit, like that, now we have a little wedge. So there's that, but there's also a sketch, and where you can actually draw anything. In my opinion, to make like really weird stuff, this is probably the best. And now we're going to click done down here in the corner, and here's my thing. And then the final one is text, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you go to this box right here, you can click whatever you want or type whatever you want. There we go. So those are the 3 different types of customizable things. Now some things like this circle here, or this circle, you can actually change the diameter of like how thick it is, which I don't know, wall thickness. So like that. You can have it super thin, which I don't recommend. I recommend you make everything like a decent size, and then you kind of decide how big it needs to be, because then that'll give you a good understanding of how strong it will be when you actually print it. So I think this website's pretty cool. You can adjust a lot of things, so it's not just to what you want it. You can have a lot more. And yeah, so that will be it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more tutorials on this. Next video, or hopefully next video, I will show you how to print this. So, anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye.